1045theteam.com. Joining me this morning is Shen baseball coach Greg Kurtzadula. We're getting ready for one of the most anticipated high school games in Section 2 history. Tomorrow afternoon, Niskayuna will visit Shen. Garrett Whitley, potential first-round draft pick of the Silver Warriors, is playing for Niskayuna, and Ian Anderson, a Vanderbilt commit, a junior potential draft pick next year, is on the mound for the Plainsmen. Coach, how are you today? Thanks for joining us.
Good. How are you?
Good. Coach, do you ever remember a buzz around a game like this in the Section 2 area? I don't.
Well, there's a lot of talent on the field tomorrow. There's a lot of excitement. I think it started, this anticipation started probably over the winter months, and it's finally come. So we're excited for it, and it should be an interesting day.
How do you get your pitcher, Ian Anderson, to settle down, to focus? And obviously there's going to be a lot of scouts there watching Garrett Whitley. There might be some scouts there to watch Ian Anderson for next year's draft. There, could be. I don't know. I've heard 20 scouts. I've heard 50 scouts or more. I don't know what the number is going to be. But how do you get your guy, specifically Ian Anderson, to kind of focus in and take a step back from all that outside stuff?
Well, as you said, it's exciting. But in the same token, we talk throughout the course of the year on leadership, on focus, on how to execute our pitches or how to execute our skill set, and we try to execute to the point that everything else is blocked out. So we're trying to just execute pitch to pitch. With that being said, he has pitched in some big games already. He had a great summer last summer, throwing in some games where there's a lot of scouts. So I think he'll rise to the occasion. In the same token, I think Garrett will too.
Ian, just a junior, what makes him so good? He's got a fastball that almost touches 90 miles an hour. What makes him so good, though?
Well, he's tall. He's 6'3". He's got a loose arm. He's got a great work ethic. And probably one of the more, once you get to meet the young man, one of the characteristics that he possesses is he's very humble. He knows he's got to go out and work every day. The same token, he doesn't big-time anybody. He's just a great kid. He comes from a great family. And he's got a brother that works as hard as he does, Ben Anderson. And I think he's maturing right before our eyes in that leadership department that's so important to be successful on the field.
Coach, you were a pretty accomplished college player, University of Delaware, so you certainly know what it takes to get to the next level and beyond. Again, Garrett Whitley of Niskayuna getting a lot of pro looks. Talk about being a first-round draft pick this year out of high school. What makes him so good?
Well, he's also a very humble young man. I've had many opportunities to talk to him and have some conversations, and he's just a down-to-earth person. But he has a skill set that is pretty impressive. He can run the 60. He's extremely fast. He's got a good arm. He stays within himself offensively in terms of his swing and his ability to get good pitches to hit. He had a great summer last summer and a number of showcases, which I had a chance to see. And probably, again, one of his characteristics is he's just humble. I know John Fury does a great job with his program over there, and I'm sure that's a big part of the package.
Coach, you guys are two-time reigning sectional champions, regional champions last year, got to the state championship game before ultimately coming up short to victor. You guys are number one in the state right now. How does that feel, and how do you guys handle that pressure of being the number one team?
Well, a lot of that ranking had to do with the 2013 and 2014 teams and their accomplishments. So going into the season, we had a lot of recognition. That really has a lot to do with the foundation that was built the last 2 years with those players. We have a new set of players, new set of characters, and we're still forming our team and our concepts in terms of how we want to approach each game. We may not score as many runs as we have in years past, but this year we happen to have pitching. So it says a lot that people are recognizing our hard work, but in the same token, we have a lot of work to do. So we're not where we want to be, but hopefully in a few weeks we'll be right where we want to be, playing for the sectional championship.
Coach, just curious, as you get ready for this game with Niskayuna tomorrow, have you had a lot of calls and inquiries from scouts or anything saying they're going to be coming to the game?
Well, there's been a lot of buzz. There's been a lot of conversations making sure that this game is going to take place, that we're going to throw certain pitchers against Garrett so he gets an honest look and evaluation, as well as some of our players that may have an evaluation period next year at this time. And in the same token, USA Baseball has called to get a look at Ian, who has been a potential invite to their summer program. And, I think we also have to take advantage of the opportunity that we have a lot of good players in our program, and this may open up an opportunity for them as well.
Where are all these people that are at this game? Where are they going to sit? You guys bringing in the extra bleachers for all these guys?
They'll be right up with their noses against the fence, I'm sure. But last few years, we've had some projects coordinated in our facility to improve the environment, and the school district, the athletic department, the booster club, the dugout booster club, have all contributed to our enhancement of our facility. And it's really a neat place to play, and I've gotten nothing but compliments from umpires, opposing teams, opposing players, and we really want to make it a special place for baseball to take place in Clifton Park. So we still got some projects taking place. You may see some construction around the facility, but in the same token, the surface is a good place to play in.
Greg Christodoulou, Shen baseball coach of the two-time reigning Section 2 champions, last year's regional champion as well, getting set for one of the biggest high school games in recent memory, if not ever, tomorrow, Niskayuna at Shen, 4:15. Plainsman Park is the place you want to be. Coach, good luck. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.